vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityurma amritam gamaya, aviravirmaidhi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam, कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. May we be protected, may we be nourished, may we strive with energy and vigor. May our study be enlightening and not give rise to hostility. Om peace, peace, peace. Lead us to truth and not to untruth. Lead us to enlightenment and not ignorance. Lead us to immortality and not death. Let the self-manifest Atman grow in me. Om peace, peace, peace. Your nectar-like words and warm and inspiring life stories, eulogized by learned sages, are indeed eradicators of shoots of ignorance. These are auspicious to hear and propitious to inculcate in one's life. Those who take these words to the world are indeed great benefactor of the world. So we'll start. Arnav, we Elizabeth क्या आश पे? अच्छा, okay. So, day after tomorrow is Guru Purnima. Whatever we are today, it is because of our Gurus. That is why we are very grateful to our Gurus. Not only one, there are several Gurus. Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, even whom, say from mother is the first Guru. So we are grateful to our Gurus, and not only that, if Guru is mother, then we are doubly benefited, because Guru is then nourishes us with not only physical needs but spiritual needs. So Guru and Mother, we are fortunate to have this combination. Mother is our Parama Guru. You know, my Guru is Srimad Swami Vireshwaranandji, and his Guru is Holy Mother. So Guru's Guru is called Parama Guru. So Mother is our Parama Guru. Parama Guru means Supreme Guru. That is why Mother and at the same time our Guru. So that is why we are doubly benefited. So we, on this occasion, we express our gratitude, our devotion, and our wholehearted respect to Mother, who is our Guru. Now we are starting a new chapter, Radhu. It is said that Radhu is Yoga Maya. So what is Yoga Maya? So Maya, as we know, Ya Ma, what it is not. Atasmin tad buddhi. Whatever we see, that may not be the real thing, but we see something which is not there. So this whole world is divine. There is only one thing that exists, is divine. But what happens, we see only this world full of contradictions, full of conflicts, and full of miseries. Anityam asukham lokam. This lokam, this loka is anitya. Anitya means temporary. And asukham. Asukham is full of miseries. As Bhagavan says in Gita, Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajaswamam. That is why worship me. So whatever we see this world, in reality, the truth is there is only one thing that exists, is the Supreme Being. But we see something else. So this is called Maya. Then what is Yoga Maya? Yoga Maya is that by which God plays. God plays this divine sport. In the incarnation of Sri Krishna, we find that Yoga Maya incarnates as the daughter of Yashoda. And Sri Krishna incarnates himself as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. And after the birth, when Vasudeva took Sri Krishna to Vrindavan, the other side of Yamuna, and exchanged with that Yogamaya. Yogamaya is also an instrument in the hands of God, who supports the divine sports. So, Sri Krishna was exchanged with that Yogamaya, and when Kamsa wanted to kill that Yogamaya, then it slipped from his hands, or she slipped from his hands, and predicted, there was oracle, that he who is born as to kill you is being raised in Vrindavan. So, in short, what is Yogamaya? Yogamaya is the instrument of divine to fulfill the mission of an incarnation for which he has incarnated. So Sri Ramakrishna came and did all kinds of tapasya, and after that he had to depart from this world. And he entrusted Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi to fulfill his mission. But Holy Mother was full of renunciation. She wanted to return to her own abode. But Sri Ramakrishna indicated that, that girl, Radhu. So he indicated that this is the girl. You hold your mind in this world with the help of this Yoga Maya. So this is in short, this is the introduction. And in the beginning, there is a shloka, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Dayarupena Samstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha. Salutations to the Divine Mother, who exists in all beings in the form of mercy. Salutations to her again and again. Now all these differences that we see, say like Divine Being is dividing himself in many forms. In the incarnation of Ramachandra, he divided himself into four brothers. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna. And in the case of Sri Krishna, he divided as Pradyumna, and like there are also 3 or 4 divisions are there. So these are called Kaya Vyuha. Kaya Vyuha means like there is a castle of bodies in which this should be mm, fulfilling his divine sports. In the case of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also we find Nityananda, his helpmate. And in the case of Sri Ramakrishna incarnation we find Holy Mother and Swami Vivekananda. And of course his direct disciples also were there to support his divine play. And in the case of Holy Mother, Radhu is very prominent because Holy Mother wanted to return to her own abode, but Sri Ramakrishna indicated that keep your mind in this world for the welfare of the people with the help of this girl, Radhu. And when Radhu was old enough and she was infected by tuberculosis, and then Swamis wanted to keep her in Varanasi, but she said, no, let me return to my own place. And then it was, people tried to convince that she infected with tuberculosis. But Radhu said, do you know who am I? And what is my relationship with Holy Mother? Don't worry about me. She'll take care of me. Though she tormented Mother in later life, but she knew what she was for, and she played her part very well. So with this introduction, let us go ahead. Paul. Okay, before we forget, let me inform you that after this class, then we'll break for summer and we'll meet in September. I think second week of September. Yes.
So we're on chapter 19.
Yes.
Page 295, I believe.
Yes.
As explained in chapter 18, Radhu was an incarnation of Yogamaya. Yogamaya is a special divine power that helps to fulfill the wishes of God. We find in the Bhagavata that Krishna called upon Yogamaya for his own birth. He asked Yogamaya to be born as a daughter of Yashoda, and he himself entered the womb of Devaki. Then Vasudeva exchanged the children. Krishna used Yogamaya again during the Raslila when he multiplied himself to dance with the gopis. Ramakrishna also used Yogamaya to fulfill his mission. One day at Dakshineshwar, Ramakrishna stood on the semicircular veranda and called out, "O Maya, please come." Gaudi Ma was with him. Astonished, she asked the master why he was summoning Maya. The master explained that the natural tendency of his mind was to soar to a very high realm, and it was hard to bring it down. He was calling for Maya so that his mind would stay in a lower plane, making it possible for him to help his disciples. Once, when Holy Mother was asked what the master's main characteristic was,
just a minute. There is a shloka, Mayam tu prakritim vindyan, Mayinam tu maheshwara. So, Maya is Prakriti. There is another word for Maya. You know, Maya is very mysterious. Even in Buddhism, there is this word, Maya. Buddha's mother's name also was Maya, but that's name. But there is a Prajna Paramita Sutta. There it is eulogized that Aho Bhishmare Niyasi Mayasu. So it's like what a wonderful Maya that you are playing this. So Maya is also called Prakriti. So Prakriti is one Prakriti is called nature, but this is Prakriti means what is natural. So a this is the instrument of divine that we find. Yes.
One of the master's main characteristic was, she replied, renunciation. Ramakrishna practiced and demonstrated fully the monastic ideal, but it was not possible for him to demonstrate the life of an ideal householder. Of course, he taught householders their duties, as am recorded in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, but his devotees always saw him as a God-intoxicated Paramahamsa rather than a regular householder. To complete his mission, he used Yoga Maya in the form of Radu in Holy Mother's life so that Holy Mother could be an example to householders. Otherwise, people would say that Ramakrishna came only for monastics.
Yeah.
Even though Ramakrishna and Sarada Devi appeared in two different human forms, in essence they were the same entity. As on many occasions the Master said, Sarada is my Shakti, so also Holy Mother said, remember that the Master and I are the same. The scriptures say that Shakti and the upholder of Shakti are identical, just as fire and its power to burn.
Yeah, Shakti and Shaktiman. Shakti and Shaktiman, holder of power. So it is like this, like fire and its burning power. So it goes together, it's not separate. Similarly, for Leela, they they uh, they are seem different, but actually they are one. As says Swami Vivekananda also, he came to the West because Sri Ramakrishna could not come here. So he had to take another form, and that form was Swami Vivekananda. And here, whatever he delivered, it is the message of Sri Ramakrishna. So, in Bhagavad Gita also, Bhagavan says that I hold my Maya to create this whole world. So, say Maya is like I am I am presiding deity, and Maya does everything. So, in various connotations we see Maya. But here what we see, though it looks like different, but actually it is not different. That's why Holy Mother and Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda and his all retinue were one, and they came for a particular purpose to demonstrate and also preach that teaching what Sri Ramakrishna realized in his life. Yes.
Radu's important role as Yoga Maya. When we observe the unending suffering that Radu caused Holy Mother, we feel pain, yet we are indebted to her. Radu helped Holy Mother keep her mind on the earthly plane for 20 years so that she could carry out her divine play in this world. It is a sight to see the Divine Mother behaving like a regular village woman, involved with her brothers' families and their children, and at the same time initiating spiritual aspirants, giving sannyasa to young disciples, and guiding the monks of the Ramakrishna order. During the last 30 years of her life, she initiated and instructed hundreds of monastics and householders, and also demonstrated to them their respective ideals. Regarding Holy Mother, Shardananda once remarked, I have never seen in anyone else such attachment, nor have I seen such detachment.
Yeah. So Swamiji said in Yoga Sutra, and our mind should be such that at will we should be involved in 100%. Our mind should be involved 100%. And at the will, it should be withdrawn 100%. But what happens? In our case, it lingers on. We cannot leave totally. remnants of that, keeps on coming, and then that makes us suffer. But in the lives of great ones, we see a great renunciation. Yes.
There may be another mystery behind Holy Mother's attachment to Radu. Just as some seekers of worldly prosperity abandoned Ramakrishna when they found that he was suffering from cancer, so also some people stopped visiting Holy Mother when they saw that she was entangled with Radu and her family. Thus, the Master protected her from insincere worldly people. He used to say, "Let the boat be in the water, but not water be in the boat. Let a spiritual aspirant live in the world, but let not worldliness enter him." Holy Mother is a living example of the Master's teaching.
Yes.
In her childhood, Radhu was a charming girl, and her simple, innocent nature attracted people. Holy Mother poured her love and affection upon her little niece. Radhu called her aunt Ma or Mother, and she addressed Surabala, her biological mother, as Nedima or Bald Mother, since she shaved her head, as was the custom for Hindu widows. Radhu herself was not greedy or demanding, but her mother was terribly jealous when Holy Mother gave presents to her brothers and other nieces. She wanted the mother to give everything to Radhu and told the girl, "My sister-in-law is generous to others. She is keeping nothing for you. Why should you live with her? Come away to my house." Annoyed, Radhu would scold her mother and she avoided her. Holy Mother fulfilled all of Radhu's wants and Radhu was happy. Holy Mother raised Radhu as her own daughter. She braided her hair, dressed her, fed her, and sent her to school. A woman devotee recorded in her reminiscences how Holy Mother made plans for Radhu's future. It was late in the morning. Radhu was ready to go to the Christian missionary school of the neighborhood. Golap Ma said to the mother, "Radhu is now a grown-up girl. Why should she go to school anymore?" She asked Radhu not to go to school. Radhu began to cry. The mother said, "She is not quite grown up. Let her go to school. She can do immense good to others if she gets an education and learns some useful arts at the school. Through education, she will not only improve herself, but be able to help others." So Radhu was allowed to continue her schooling.
Yeah, see, like that time, that was the problem. Uh, Especially girl education, education for girls. So people thought that if they are educated, then what will happen? They'll read and read novel, etc., and they'll go astray. Even Hriday snatched books from the hands of Holy Mother with this understanding that if Holy Mother will read and write, then she'll get spoiled. So this is that period was very dark period for India, but now it is not the same thing, and not even in Vedic period. Vedic period we find great like Vachak Nabi, though they were great scholars who even argued with Yagyavalkya and others. So this happened because of first Muslim invasion and then colonial influence. But now, uh, now most of the girls are educated. Yes.
In the evening, Holy Mother practiced japa in the shrine and asked Radhu and her mother and her cousin Maku to sit with her. The mother ate a little of Mother Simhavahini's holy earth and gave some to Radhu. She also disciplined Radhu when she behaved improperly. One day, Radhu's sari was above her knees. Immediately the mother said, "What is this? A woman should maintain modesty. Her sari should not be above the knees." Another day, Radhu was running down the steps of the Udbodhan house and her anklets were making a jingling sound. Holy Mother stopped her and said, "Radu, are you not ashamed? My monastic children are staying downstairs, and you are running down the steps with your anklets on. Tell me, what will they think of you? Take off the anklets right now. My children are not living here for fun. They have come here to practice spiritual disciplines. Do you know the consequences if their practices are disturbed?" At this, Radu took off the anklets and angrily threw them at Holy Mother.
Yeah, so this is, teaching of Holy Mother. But wow, if we compare it, we can see the total change here. But anyway, uh, it's the society what is to be done. Okay, go ahead.
Radu was a sickly girl and mentally stunted. Despite her shortcomings, Holy Mother loved her. One day in Udbodhan, something got into Radu's eye. She ran to the mother and lay down, putting her head on the mother's lap. She said, "Look, there is something in my eye and it is burning. Please pass your hand over my eye, then it will be all right." Smiling, the mother pulled Radu's head close to her and gently passed her hand over Radu's eye. Radu said, "My eye is all right now. I don't feel any pain." As Radu grew older, she became a difficult person, eccentric, petulant, and stubborn. She not only disobeyed Holy Mother, but also abused her, cursed her, and treated her badly. In fact, her behavior towards Holy Mother became intolerable. Radu's marriage. Before Holy Mother left for a pilgrimage in South India in December 1910, she and her brothers arranged Radu's betrothal to Manmata Chattopadhyay, a son of a wealthy man in the nearby Tujpur village. Radu was then 12 and Manmata was 15. On 11 April 1911, Holy Mother returned to Calcutta and left for Jairambati on 17th of May. She stopped at Kolpara Ashrama briefly and asked the residents to help her with the wedding. A few days later, Swami Shardananda, Yogin Ma, Golap Ma, and two brahmacharins came to Jairambati to attend Radu's wedding, which was set for 10 June 1911. Although Radu's family was poor compared to Manmata's, Swami Shardananda spent money without stint for the wedding to make Holy Mother happy. The devotees presented Radu with jewelry, including a gold crown. Holy Mother was happy seeing Radu bedecked with gold and silver from head to foot.
Yeah, see, generally, monks are not supposed to go to any such ceremonies like wedding or social ceremony. Monks are dead to those functions. But here we see an exception. And in some cases, when Swami Vivekananda came here, he also attended one or two marriages. But Saradananji, Yoginma, Gulapma, and two brahmacharis, they attended. So, this is not regular. The strict monastic order instructs that one should not attend such social functions because it is a worldly thing and one should not get involved in those things. Say birthdays, etc. also. That's why. But some other temples they do. They are not supposed to follow this instruction. It is only for monastics. Yes.
Manmata's family demanded a larger dowry from Shardananda, and Kedar Datta, later Swami Keshavananda, protested. Holy Mother called him aside privately and said it was not auspicious to quarrel before the marriage ceremony. The village priest officiated at the ceremony, and Prasanna gave his niece Radu away. The next day, the bridegroom's party and the people of Jairambati were entertained with a sumptuous feast, and they blessed the newly married couple. Radu left for Tajpur with her
So
husband
here,
the
here
following.
what we see, Holy Mother is always ameliorating. So she would always try to be like taking a middle path, appeasing both the parties, and especially uh, when it is like outside people, rather she would tell the say those who are close to her. So she would instruct them not to quarrel and make amend. So anyway, that's Holy Mother. Yes.
Radu left for Tajpur with her husband the following day, as was customary. However, Raju did not want to live at her husband's house, so both she and Manmata came to stay with Holy Mother. Before the wedding, an astrologer had examined Raju's horoscope. He predicted that she would become a widow. After Manmata had been married to Raju for some time, he asked Holy Mother for initiation. She was not eager to initiate a relative, but finally she initiated him. She remarked, "One should not interfere with divine dispensation, but Radu might escape her widowhood by the force of this initiation."
So this is the belief that if initiated, then one can avert grave consequences. Because one has taken shelter at the feet of God. So even if it is ordained, so what happens? It reduces its effect. As Holy Mother used to say, if you chant the name of God, then if there was a big accident, it will be only a pinprick. So that's one belief, and this has a basis. And then prediction. There's another. We find that time lots of astrologers, and they used to predict in a way that later it proved that whatever was predicted. Yes. There is a
After,
footnote. By Holy Mother's grace, Radhu did not become a widow, but she lived like one later in life. In April 1921, 9 months after Holy Mother's passing away, Manmatha took a second wife. Deprived of conjugal love, Radhu lived in Jairambati with her son and her mother. When Radhu was very young, Swami Saradananda had made arrangements for an allowance for her. Later, Manmatha began to have financial problems, and he often went to Jairambati to claim a share of Radhu's allowance. She did not refuse to help him. So like this. So Swami Saranji played a very uh, important role in the life of Holy Mother and also Radhu. Yes.
After her wedding, Radu began to have physical problems and became even more moody and irritable. Holy Mother lamented to her disciple Kedardatta, "My son, Radu was rather pleasant when she was younger. Now she is married and suffers from various ailments. I am afraid this daughter of an insane mother may herself become insane. Alas, am I bringing up a mad person?" At the Master's command, Holy Mother had embraced this girl as Yogamaya, and as a result, she now had to endure Radu's verbal abuse. One day, Holy Mother cautioned a woman who wanted to adopt a son. "Never do such a thing. Do your duties to all, but love you must not bestow upon anybody except God. If you love human beings, there will be no end of suffering for you. Look at how much I suffer on account of Radu." Manmata was a carefree person. One day at Udbodhan house, Manmata went out and Radu was restless for him. Holy Mother expressed her agony to a woman disciple. Look at the master's Leela play. My mother's family was so noble, but look at my present companions. This one, Surbala, is totally mad. That one, Nalini, is on the verge of insanity. And now look at that one, Radu, my child. I wonder at this person I raised. She's completely silly. She's standing on the porch, holding on to the railing, eagerly waiting for her husband to return. There you hear some music in a house of ill repute. Radu is afraid that Manmata may enter the place. Day and night she watches him. What an attachment! I never dreamt she would be so attached.
So, like such a environment, it was difficult for some others. Like Sri Ramakrishna would not mm, accept such things, but Holy Mother was like all embracing. She was forbearance, personified. Personified forbearance, yes. Go ahead.
Another day in Udbodhan house, Radu angrily said to the mother, "What do you know? Can you comprehend the importance of a husband?" At this, the mother replied with a laugh, "You are right. My husband was a naked sannyasi." Holy Mother told Radu on another occasion, "You have been nursed by a lioness and you are acting like a vixen. I have brought you up with such care, and you have not imbibed any part of my virtues. You have gotten everything from your mother." Radu became angry, pulled down her veil, and turned her head away. Holy Mother laughed and said, "You cannot get along without me, and now you are hiding your face from me." Sushila Majumdar recorded Radu's misbehavior in her reminiscences. Radu returned from school at 4 o'clock. When she finished her refreshment, the mother told her, "Radu, come here, I shall braid your hair." "No, I shall do it myself," replied Radu. As the mother took a comb to braid her hair, Radu took the comb and began to hit the mother with it. The mother remarked, "Mad girl, what should I do with her?" Meanwhile, Yoganma came in and seeing Radu hitting the mother, she said, "What is this? Why should Radu hit our mother? I'll punish her." Still, Radu continued to hit the mother. Then the mother said, "Now I shall call Sharat. I can't bear the pain any more." When Yogan Ma informed Shardananda, he immediately came out from his room and shouted from downstairs, "Radu, don't hit the mother." Hearing his voice, Radu stopped and moved away from her. Kusum then braided Radu's hair.
So this is Leela, it's nothing to say. Yes. Go ahead.
Between 1911 and 1917, Radu developed neurasthenia and from time to time suffered from fits of hysteria. One evening in Udbodhan house, Holy Mother placed a poultice on Radu's abdomen. When a devotee asked, "What happened to Radu?" Mother replied, "Radu has been attacked by the same pain. I wonder where this horrible pain came from. So many doctors are attending her, and I am promising offerings to so many deities, but all to no avail." In spite of her illness, in 1910 to 11, Radu went on pilgrimage with the mother to South India, and in 1912 to Varanasi. On 8th of May 1913, Holy Mother was in Jairambati. Radu was indisposed, laid up with pain and fever. Surabala began to scold Holy Mother, saying, "You are about to kill my daughter with medicines." When she continued her verbal abuse, Holy Mother called her brother Barda.
You see, if mother would not give medicine, then also she would blame. So this is a peculiar state in families. If you do something good, one blames him or her. If you don't do that, then also blaming. Okay.
When she continued her verbal abuse, Holy Mother called her brother Barda, who chased Surabala out of the house. Holy Mother could bear it no longer and lamented, I was married to one who never addressed me as Tui. And oh, is there a footnote, Swami, there?
Yeah, that means tui means lower, thou. But thou is addressed as to God. But here, like there are three addresses are there. Here only you. But in Bengali, apni means higher, tumi, same level, and tui means lower level. So Sri Ramakrishna never addressed mother as tui. Tui means lower. Always tumi, that means the same level. And this Radhu was tormenting mother. So that is what he said. She said.
And look at Radhu's mother, how she abuses me day and night. I do not know what sin I committed to deserve all this. Perhaps I worshipped Shiva with a thorny bell leaf, and that thorn has now become Radhu's mother.
This is also another kind of thinking that I worshipped bell leaf either rotten or with thorn. So because of that I am getting this punishment. Yes.
Holy Mother was passing through a hard time with Radhu. On 12th May 1913, she said, "My mind now does not dwell upon Radhu even in the slightest degree. I am sick of her illness. I force my mind upon her. I pray to the Master, saying, O Lord, please divert my mind a little to Radhu. Otherwise, who will look after her? I have never seen such an illness. Perhaps in her former birth she died of an illness for which she had not performed any penance to redeem the effects of bad karma. I have in mind to do these two things. One, to engage a chanda, a medium, to find the cause of Radhu's illness, and the other, to undertake the Chandrayana, a penance for her."
Yeah, so Chanda. Chanda means like say ghost kind of thing. So they invoke ghost and then ask cure. Sometimes ladies are influenced by some bad air, and with the help of Chanda that air is removed. All kinds of, these are villages. All kinds of things were there that time. And Chandrayana is a penance, a kind of penance. That means, say, on first day, you have to take one morsel or little, and second day, two morsel, third day, like that, food. And similarly, when it reduces, then again you have to gradually reduce your diet. So there's such kinds of penance. Chandrayana. Okay.
In January 1918, Holy Mother was in Jairambati when she became very ill. Swami Saradananda traveled with Dr. Kanchilal, Dr. Satish Chakrabarti, Yogin Ma, Golap Ma, and Sharla, later Bharati Prana,
Yeah, so
Jairambati to look after her. In a
Bharati
short
Prana
time,
ji later became the president of Sarada Mutt.
in a short time she felt better, and Saradananda and the doctors returned to Calcutta. Holy Mother then went to Kolpara. There her fever relapsed and her condition became critical. At that time, Radhu suddenly left for her husband's house. She said to the mother, "You have many devotees to look after you, but who else do I have except my husband?" Holy Mother told her disciples about this incident and said, "The way Radhu cut the bond of my attachment yesterday and left for her husband's house worried me. I thought perhaps that the Master does not want me to live any longer. My doting on Radhu is nothing but a form of Maya, which I am holding in order to function." Human beings judge others according to their own understanding. They do not have the insights to evaluate the behavior of divine beings. Now and then Holy Mother's disciples and devotees complained to her about her attachment to Radu. Sharla recalled, one afternoon the mother was talking on various topics. She said, people think I worry about Radu and am strongly attached to her, but they do not know that without this attachment, my body would not have been preserved after the Master's death. He himself kept the body alive through Radu for the sake of his work. When my mind withdraws from her, I shall give up the body. In 1918, the mother was in bed with a high fever in Kolpara Ashrama. Yogan Ma and Sharat Maharaj were attending her. Even seeing her serious condition, Radu left for her husband's home. The mother did not want her to go. Then the mother lamented to Yogan Ma, look, Yogan, Radu has left, abandoning me. Yogan Ma replied, why shouldn't she go, mother? Don't you remember that you all walked all the way to Dakshineshwar to be with the Master? The mother smiled a little and said, you are right, Yogan.
Yes.
On
You know,
10
Sri Ramakrishna
April,
also used to say that when M complained that his parents should be separated because his stepmother was the problem. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, is it possible that the pot is on one place and the cover is in another place? They should be together. So Prakriti and Purusha should be together. Yes, go ahead.
on 10 April, Sharadananda received a cable saying that the mother was ill again, and on that very night, he sent Dr. Kanjilal to Kolpara. On 17 April, Sharadananda brought Dr. Chakrabarti and Yoganma to Holy Mother. She slowly recovered under their care. By May 1918, she had gained some strength, and Sharadananda wanted her to go with him to Calcutta. She agreed, but wanted to visit Jairambati for a week to see her relatives and the villagers before going to Calcutta. She sent Brahmachari Barda, later Swami Ishanananda, to Tajpur to bring Radu to Jairambati. As soon as Radu got down from the palanquin, the mother embraced her, saying, "Come, my child, Radu." The mother realized that Radu had become independent. Holy Mother asked Radu to go with her to Calcutta, but Radu declined. The mother accepted her decision. With tearful eyes, Radu bowed down to Holy Mother.
Okay, there is a note here. Shardananda's diary, 18th Vaishak. Radharani came from Tajpur, decided that Radhu will come to Calcutta with her husband in the month of Jaishtha and not with Holy Mother at present. So that was the note. Yes.
Unperturbed, the mother blessed her and calmly said goodbye. This was the first time Holy Mother had gone to Calcutta without Radu since Radu's birth. On her way back, the mother stopped at Kolpara for a day, and as her body was weak, a horse carriage was hired for her while the others went by bullock carts. Sharla wrote, "One day in Udbodhan, Holy Mother said, 'Look, when Radu left me, cutting my attachment to her, I thought perhaps this time my body would not last. But I see still there's more of the Master's work to be done.' Even Yoganma, one of the mother's intimate companions, once felt some doubt about the mother and said to herself, 'Sri Ramakrishna was the embodiment of renunciation, and the mother is engrossed in the world, preoccupied day and night with the thought of her brothers, sister-in-law, and nephews and nieces. I can't understand this.' One day, soon after this, she was seated on the bank of the Ganges, meditating, when Sri Ramakrishna appeared in a vision before her. The Master said, 'Do you see what is being carried by the water of the Ganges? Yogin Ma saw the corpse of a newborn baby smeared with blood, with the placenta still attached to it. She also saw that thousands of people were offering worship to the holy water of the river. The master said to Yogin Ma, "Can anything make the Ganges impure? Regard her," meaning Holy Mother, "in the same way. Never have any doubt about her. Remember, she is not different from this," meaning himself.
Yeah, see, this is also one thing we find that later devotees might have this doubt. So, the companion of an incarnation, they ask the same question so that that doubt is removed. You know, if we see Swami Vivekananda used to argue with Sri Ramakrishna. When Sri Ramakrishna would say that, "I see Mother, Mother Kali, as I see you," then Vivekananda would say, that time Narendranath would say, that this is all your hallucination. No, 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 Sri Ramakrishna would say, no, 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 she talks to me. Oh, that also happens. So Narendranath would say. So this is, like doubting God. But when Gopal Ma came, that lady from Kamarhati came, and Sri Ramakrishna told her to narrate all whatever was happening with her, as baby Krishna would come and snatch the rosary and would sit on her shoulder, etc. And then that lady would say that whole story, and then would ask Narendranath, Baba, my son, is it all my hallucination? Then Narendra said, no, no, mother, you are all real. So, in one way, he would doubt with Sri Ramakrishna. Why? Because later people might doubt. So, it is preemptive move, so that those doubts are removed right from the beginning. So here also we find that Golapma and Yoginma, they played these parts very well by doubting, sometimes getting some quarrel and this and that, hurting even Holy Mother. Yes. It is for us. It's not for them. They knew who Holy Mother was. Yes.
Returning from the Ganges, Yogin Ma bowed down to Holy Mother and said, "Mother, please forgive me." "Why, Yogin? What happened?" the mother inquired. Yogin Ma then narrated the incident and said, "I harbored doubt about you, but today the Master has revealed the truth to me." Smiling, the mother said, "Don't feel bowed. Don't feel bad. Doubt is natural for the human mind. Doubt will arise, and again faith will come. One develops faith in this way. Thus, finally, one attains firm faith." In the middle of June 1918, Radu wrote a letter to Holy Mother. She wanted to come to Calcutta because she had an abscess on one of her fingers. Holy Mother wrote to Kedar in Kolpara, "Radu is not well. She wants to come to Calcutta with her husband and mother. If Radu thinks it is necessary, then send Brahmachari Barda to accompany them." Accordingly, Radu and her companions went to Kolpara, and from there the Brahmachari accompanied them to the mother's residence in Calcutta. Dr. Kanchilal began to treat Radu, and within a couple of weeks she recovered. Radu and her husband had a room upstairs in Udbodhan House. Radu became pregnant in August 1918, and towards the end of the year, her neurasthenia became worse. She became very weak and could not bear any noise. It was difficult for Holy Mother to care for Radu in Udbodhan House. It was a noisy place. There was a shrine upstairs, a publication department downstairs, and many visiting devotees. On the morning of 31 December 1918, Shardananda sent a message to Swami Shivananda at Belur telling him that Holy Mother and Radu would go to Legate House located north of the old Belur shrine. Immediately the monks made that place ready, but at 3 o'clock another message came saying that Holy Mother and Radu had moved to the boarding house at Nivedita's school, which was on a secluded lane. They had moved there because Radu would not have been able to bear the sound of the bells and conch of the Belur monastery shrine and the whistles of the steamers plying the Ganges.
Yeah, like steamers, they have big, a big horn, like, and yeah, conch shell, etc. at Belur Math, because it was close by. That time, new temple did not come. It was not built that time, and Legate House is just behind the shrine. So that's it. Yeah. At
The
that
next
time,
morning,
that time it was not included in Math. Math was separate, and Legate House is bit, say maybe 20 yards away. Yes.
Swami Shivananda sent Brahmachari Barda to the mother with some vegetables and flowers from Belur Math. When Barda arrived at the boarding house, Holy Mother said to him, I am now here with this turbulent ocean, meaning Radu. What will happen, Barda? Now wait and see how many days Radu will stay here. She is always lying down and cannot stand any noise. I don't know, my son. What kind of disease is this? Only the Master knows how she will be free from this illness. Brahmachari Barda visited the mother regularly every 2 or 3 days. One day the mother said to him, Radu does not like this place anymore. She is asking me to take her to Jairambati, but look at her condition. There are no doctors or medical facilities there. It would be easier to get them here. Radu is very stubborn and does not stop until her wish is fulfilled. Let us wait and see what happens next. On Swami Vivekananda's birthday, 26 January 1919, Shardananda sent a devotee to Belur Math to ask Brahmachari Barda to return to Calcutta immediately. The mother had decided to go to Jairambati the next day. In the evening, Barda arrived at Udbodhan House and met Swami Shardananda, who sent him to the mother. He went upstairs and saw her seated in the middle of the room with some coconut ropes for binding the bedding and trunks. When she saw Barda, she said, I am going to Jairambati tomorrow with this turbulent ocean. Will you go with me? You boys are my only support there.
Hmm.
Barda replied, Whatever you command will be done. Of course I will go with you. Relieved, the mother said, My son, take these ropes, pack everything, and tie the bundles up. I was just waiting for you. Barda and Holy Mother packed the baggage of Radu, Maku, and others until 11 o'clock at night.
Yes.
When Barda came downstairs, Shardananda told him, I want you to stay with the mother and help her as long as she wants you. Barda joyfully agreed. He remained with Holy Mother and served her until her last day. Early in the morning of 27 January 1919, Holy Mother left by horse carriage for the train with Radu, Shurabala, Maku, and her son Neda, Nalini, and Mandakini Roy, a widowed disciple and attendant of the mother, as well as Brahmachari Ganan Dvijan, later Swami Ganjeshananda, and Brahmachari Barda. The mother and her women companions traveled in a reserved second-class compartment, and the men went in an interclass coach. The mother sat on a blanket on the floor of the coach and extended her legs to relieve her rheumatism. After arriving in Vishnupur, the party went to Sureshwar Sen's house, which was kept ready for Holy Mother. They
You know,
stayed there for
two characters here. One is that Ganin, Brahmachari Ganin. Brahmachari Ganin used to serve mother, and in some pictures we see his presence. But later he was a bit rebellious, and he was removed, or he left Ramakrishna order. So the Ganen was that. And Sureshwar Sen, his son was Boshi Sen, who became a scientist and started a laboratory in Almora. And he married a Western lady, Gertrude Sen. So anyway, this is later this tradition also will be continued. So Sureshwar Sen's house was one of the halt for mother. Whenever she was passing through Vishnupur, Vishnupur is a railway station. So that is it. Yes.
Swami, it's time, but should I just finish this paragraph?
Yes, yes.
They stayed there for 2 days. One morning, Sureshwar brought an astrologer who read the palms of Radu and Maku. He predicted that Radu would not have an easy delivery and that Maku would have several children, but they would not see each other. This made Maku very upset. She reported this to the mother, crying. Holy Mother was concerned, as Neda was then 2.5 years old and Maku was pregnant. She called the astrologer privately and asked how she could counteract Maku's destiny. He suggested Maku should listen to the Chandi attentively for 3 Tuesdays and perform a fire ceremony and a ritualistic worship. Later, Holy Mother arranged for this.
Yes. So this is, most of the things are narratives, so nothing to speak about. And but what we see, that Holy Mother's life is very inspiring. Instead of all difficulties, she lived a life of purity, service, and love. Her love was unbounded, even at the face of causing pain. When somebody is causing her pain, that time also her love flowed to that person. So this is great life. Yeah, we'll continue, but after the break. Okay, thank you very much. I think nothing to ask, or Akshay, if something is
Yeah,
there. Okay, go ahead.
like if we just pray to Holy Mother, then can she give the knowledge of Brahman?
Yes, if you pray, then it's a grace. If you continue, but that prayer should be from your heart. And knowledge of Brahman, you know, devotees want the companionship. That means they want to proximity with the divine. That is why they have a little of ego, and that's as I keep on saying, that it's like a great expanse of water. And by hand you put this side is me. By hand you put a line, and you say this side is me and that side is you, and then this exchange of emotions happen.
দেখ
Otherwise,
হোলি মন্দিরের রাধু গরুর গাড়িতে
eh? কি বলছেন?
ও না না সরি
Oh, so what is being said, that a devotee wants a little of separation. But as we see in the case of Sri Ramakrishna, that by the grace of Mother, he realized the ultimate truth in his life. Anyway, this is a demonstration by Sri Ramakrishna. So if we keep on praying and wholeheartedly with earnestness, then it will happen. Yes, you're right. So prayer is very important. Through prayer, we are united with God. Okay. Hmm? Like a child weeps. There is no set words that you have to say this. Whatever you feel from your heart. That mother, I don't know anything. Please show me your face, and show me the highest truth that is possible. So, whatever comes from your heart, say if you are hungry, you are seeking food, how you approach your mother? Oh, mother, I'm hungry. Please give me something to eat. So, this is the prayer should be from your heart. It's not show. And for that matter, if you read Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, many prayers are written there, what Sri Ramakrishna used to pray. He said, "Oh mother, I don't want any creature comfort, or I don't want name and fame. I want you. Please show me your benign face." So this way we have to pray. And if you think that it is good for me to have Brahma Jnana, please show me that also. So, Divine Mother, Kali, arranged Totapuri for that. So, Mother then arranges everything. So, we must have that faith. You see, devotion goes with faith, whereas knowledge goes with conviction in the self. So, conviction here, like as we have discussed yesterday, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, and then Nididhyasana means that total absorption is the ultimate goal. So, as a devotee, we must pray to God to fulfill our desire. What desire means? What? Not small desire of this world, but whatever is ultimate, whatever is reality, whatever is truth, what is permanent. Why should we ask something which is impermanent? So this is what we should pray to the divine. Okay, we'll stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanam.